there, yarn lovers, it's Gary and I'm coming to you from my happy place, the Yarn Corner here on Vancouver Island in Canada. So welcome. Today is Thursday, December the 29th, 2022, and this is video number 170. How are you all doing? I hope you're well and staying safe. I can't believe that we're almost at the end of the year. It's gone so quick. I just got back from a trip. We were celebrating our Christmas with our family, and I've got all this wonderful footage that I'm going to compile together and add into my next episode next month in January. So I hope that you'll enjoy that. It's going to take me a little bit of time because I've got some footage where I'm covering crafts that I've made over Christmas and some events that we went to, some light shows that we went to see for Christmas. And I also wanted to wish anyone who is celebrating over the holidays, happy holidays, whether you've had them already with your family or yet to have them. And I wish you all a peaceful and wonderful get together. So as the title suggests of this video, I will be talking about a Black Friday sale that I purchased from KnitPicks. I gotta be careful because there is another company that no longer exists that sort of I get confused with, but KnitPicks is where I purchased this wonderful sale from, and it was back in November. I just checked my invoice and it said that I made this purchase on November the 12th, and KnitPicks packed this order up and shipped it out on the 15th of November, and I believe it took 2 weeks to get to me over the border because it is in the United States where they do all of their retail, and it's a United States company. It came across the border and was delivered to me Canada Post, which is wonderful. I love it when something comes Canada Post, which is a public service. And I paid for my taxes up front when I was making the purchase online. So it was a delivery that came straight to my door, no cash on delivery asks or no delivery fees. Now, I'm not too sure whether that's the case for every address or anyone who has purchased from this company before who live in Canada, because sometimes I know that there's those dreaded taxes and duties that come from customs. But I did pay a little small fee for taxes at the get-go of my purchase when I made it on the 12th of November, and it shows on my invoices as well as when I was at my shopping cart. So yeah. Now, all of these will be in US currency. So if you're international, you'll have to do the calculations yourself. And a little bit of a shipping little tip here for KnitPicks is that they have a threshold. Now, if you go above the threshold amount in your order, they'll give you free shipping. Now, it's quite different. So for the US, it is $65 US or greater that you get free shipping. And for Canada, it's $75 US or greater and you get free shipping. So with the US portion, it is the contiguous states or United States. So I don't think that includes places like Hawaii or Alaska or Puerto Rico. But yeah, so they do have a sister company as well, and it's called WeCrochet.com. I typed it in recently, and it takes me to a website that's just crochet.com. So whether or not they're just doing a branding change right now, or they're purchasing a shorter URL to host their website, I'm not too sure what goes on there. But it's almost identical with the products that they sell, as well as gifts that they give. Slightly different there. And there's also differences for the US. If you're purchasing something and you're looking for that free shipping only for the US contiguous United States, you have a lower threshold. So if you are looking to maybe just buy, like, say, $60 worth of product and you live in the United States, go across to WeCrochet.com or crochet.com, and you'll be able to punch in those items that you want to purchase, and then I'll give you the free shipping because it's a little lower on that website. So a little tip there. And all of these bits and pieces and tips that I'm giving you are as of the recording of this video. If you're watching it later down the way, years later, then always check in on the shipping details and the free shipping discounts that you can get from either site. There could be changes. So let's take a look at what I got. It's a huge box. And I just couldn't resist because I had a number of yarns that I'd used before and they were on sale for half price basically. And I'm going to start with this one here, which is the Hawthorn fingering weight yarn. That's the label there. Now, this colorway is called Hood River, and it's the Hawthorn fingering weight in the tonal hand painted collection. There are a number of different collections in the Hawthorn fingering weight. One is the multi color, one is the kettle dye, and this one is called the hand painted. So I got this color. They're the same color, Hood River. I'm really changing my direction of color palette because I do have a lot of sea greens and green color, like foresty colored yarns, and I wanted to go across to the other side of the color wheel and get some warm colors like reds and oranges. So this really satisfies my I guess breaking my color wheel and what I tend to always gravitate to. So love it, love it, love it. Now for the softness factor, if I'm rating it out of 5, 5 being the softest, I'm going to give it a 3. It does contain a woolly kind of feel to it, but I have used it and I have washed it, and it softens up in the wash, just relaxes the fibers a bit more, releasing them from their dye kind of treatments as well. And yeah, so I would say that it easily gets up to a 3.5 with after wash and wear. So let's take a look at some of the ingredients of this. It is classified a superfine number 1 or fingering weight yarn. It is 80% superwash fine Highland wool or 20% polyamide. They're saying here that to use, I got the US rating here of a 1 to 3 set of knitting needles, or a B to E crochet hook. I'm not too sure what the sizes are on those, but I've used a 4 on this before, and it's been a nice kind of mix with a 4mm crochet hook and a 4mm set of knitting needles. It is 100 grams per hank, 337 yards. Really, really nice color. They've got wonderful tones in there of all the different reds, rusty reds, and there's a little bit of more of a I'm going to say more of ruby red in there, and burnt red. I really like that. I'm just going to get the price point up. So this was $6.99 per hank for the sale price. Originally they were $13.99, so that's the regular price. So I got 2 for 1 basically. I love it, love it. Just put that down here. Along the same vein, I got like this is more of a washed out red, slightly into the pinky hues. And this one was from a collection which is the multicolored collection of Hawthorn. And that's the name of the color there. It's Arleta, A-R-L-E-T-A. Awesome colors. Now the twist on it is a really defined twist. So when you're working with this yarn, you actually get to see the beautiful twist in the yarn as little, almost like little pebbles. And I really like that. It gives it an added texture, with the color being sort of varied like that as well, and the twist being obvious. I really like the feel of the yarn and how it works up into fabric. Again, not the softest, but I give it a 3 out of 5. And it has exactly the same ingredients as the previous one, and still classified the same. The care instructions for this is to machine wash in cold water and tumble dry low. So if that's what you're looking for care instructions, it's quite easy to care for. What else can I tell you? Where is this yarn made? Made in Peru. Is it the same for the other one? This lovely red, which they go together really nicely. This one here is also made in Peru. I just like the colors together. Again, those were $6.99 per hank and regularly $13.99. Here is another duo set that I purchased from the multi-tonal, and it's called Lent. There is the label again. And what else can I tell you? Same things, same washing instructions. And those are the colors. Has purplish tone to it, kind of gray, and yeah, inky, kind of like purple. And what I was thinking of doing was adding, I've got one more to show you, but those Lent ones were $6.99 as well. I'm looking over here because I got my my little invoice up on my screen. And the last one that I got also from the multi is the Mount Scott. Now, I purchased the Mount Scott last year, and a lot of the designs that I'm looking at require 2 hanks of the one colorway. And I know this one is probably not the same dye lot, so I'm going to have to alternate the skeins. But look at that. This one has more of the green, purple, and more, I'm going to say more woodlandish colors in it. What I was thinking of doing, I keep jumping ahead, but I haven't told you the price of the Mount Scott. So the last one that I got was not $6.99. It was actually discounted to $5.59 from $13.99 regularly. So that was a good steal. And recently when I went on their site just a couple days ago, they did have some of these that were still on discount, but not at that value. It was just a couple dollars off, so $13.99. I think I saw some of them for $11.99. But these are the colors. I think they'll work up together really nicely in a big project. I absolutely love them. Oh, I'll put them down here in a box. Moving right along, I have a new to me yarn. I haven't used this before, but I've been eager to try it, and I don't know whether it's been out for very long. I got a 6-pack here. It did come in a bag, but I ripped it open so that I could feel what the yarn felt like. And here it is here. I've got one out. Upcycle Alpaca Blend. It's considered a sport weight yarn. And the colorway that I'm holding, and I've got 6 of these, is Space. A basic, nice gray color. It does have a little bit of color in it, variation. And to me, it looks very much like a similar twist to the Hawthorn. So knowing me, I'm probably going to put everything together. I tend to do that a lot. Let me tell you a little bit about the Upcycle Alpaca Blend. And in the little donut shape here, you get 100 grams, giving me 273 yards. This is also made in Peru. It seems like a lot of this KnitPicks stuff is made in Peru. And the washing instructions are to hand wash, lay flat to dry. It's 33% alpaca, 34% wool, 33% acrylic. And they're also rating needle and hook size in US measurements, which is a 3 to 5 US in needles and an E to 7 in crochet hook. E to 7. I'm not familiar with the US terms, but I would say, it being a sport weight, I would use probably a 4mm in both knitting and crochet hook. That will give a nice kind of drape, and relying on your, depending on your tension as well, that's how you judge the gauge as well with what hook and needle size you use. So yeah, it's a really soft yarn. I'm going to give it, I think it might even slightly be similar, maybe a little softer than the Hawthorn. So I'm going to give it maybe a 3.5 out of 5 for softness. And it does have a little variation of color in the dye because of that pebbly, it reminds me of little beads or pebble the way that it's been twisted. I'm going to call it a medium twist. Just love it. So I got 6 of those. Now the price point of this was $4.99 per ball. Wow, that's a steal. I also got it in a few other colors just to show how the palette works with the upcycled collection, and they're all kind of a little muted. They're not bright colors like Knock 'em Out or Fluorescent. They're all kind of earthy and a little muted. So this is 2 balls that I got in the colorway Truffle. There it is there. And again, I think all of these ended up being the same price, so $4.99 per ball. Equally, yeah, I'm going to give it a 3.5. It's not too bad. I would wear that against my skin with no undergarments required. Those 2. This one here is called Sandalwood. I should have got more of this. It's beautiful. Lovely, lovely color. Very neutral, so it will go together with other bright colors. And I'm wondering, I know this is classified as a fingering weight and this is a sport weight, but maybe I could mix them. I'm really notorious for doing that, but yeah, I think they're similar in appearance. Maybe it's because it's the alpaca fuzz that might make it shoot up to another grade scale, but there is less yardage in this than the other one, but I don't see why I wouldn't use them together. So that was Sandalwood, and this one here is Sea Glass. Really lovely. Just a very, very, very small amount of coloration in there. Not too much at all. There's a little bit of a bluish green, but mostly I see in here is gray, but nice kind of like stone color to me. Next up is the Brava Sport Weight. They were on sale as well. I did purchase and have used this in the past, and I was eager to get some more colors. I just had the one colorway called Camel that I used, Camel Heather, and now I've gotten myself a few more colors. So look at that beautiful green. Oh, love it. So if you've not seen the Brava Sport Weight, that's what the label looks like. A little bit of a sheen to it, nice and soft. I would give it a 3.5 out of 5 up front, and then maybe when the washing and when you care for it and starts to relax, it might get even softer. This one is called Avocado, the colorway, very apt. And they are saying here it's a 2-weight classified yarn, so it is a sport weight yarn. And again, the needles and hook size numbers are in the US measurement, and it's US 3 to 5 or a E for crochet hook to 7. I'm not too sure what the 7 is, but an E to 7. And for the crochet, for the knitting needles, it's 3 to 5. I'm thinking I've used a 4mm before with this, and it's worked out fine in crochet hook and for knitting needles. What else can I tell you? It is 100% premium acrylic. You can machine wash this and tumble dry. It is 100 grams per ball, giving me 340 yards. That's a lot of yards. So I've got over 1,200 yards there. I could make easily a shawl out of it, or even a vest, or put it in other colors that I've got here, mix them and make something bigger. Now the price point of the Brava Sports Weight was $2.39 per ball. I'm not sure how much they are regularly, but what else did I get? Oh, here we go. I got one ball of this, but I really love the color. I should have got more. Is Umber Heather. And it has speckles of other colors in there. So generally there's a kind of like a chocolatey brown or an umber, but then undertones there are a lighter brown, which is slightly a bit more yellow or golden, and the mix of it doesn't sit as a solid, it sits as a heather, and I love that. Oh, equally as soft as the avocado, because some colors do feel a little different, but this one is exactly the same as the softness value of the avocado. So I got one of those, and it's made in Serbia. I don't think I've ever had any Serbia yarn before. Well, I must have if I've purchased this before. The Brava Sport Weight. Now this one here is a color called Wine. Lovely color to go with the avocado. They're the complementary of each other. And this one here, oh, I got 2 burnt umbers. Sorry about that. There we go, 2 of those. And this one I got was Seraphim. Just a nice light cool grey, almost bordering on a silvery color. Love that. Super soft, and I can't believe that they're only $2.39. Wow, with all that yardage, that's great. Now the last thing that I got in the order was a color here, and I looked online and I liked the color so much, but if I had my do-over again, I think I would have got the full bag of the burnt umber heather, whereas this one is the colorway called, let's see, what are you? This one is called Sienna. So it's a more of a flatter brown color. It doesn't have the heathered quality to it, but I do like the medium brownness of it. There's that'll make a good mix with brighter colors as well. I'm super happy with this purchase, and I'm gonna have to rate KnitPicks as one of my all-time favorite sales to shop in November. I wait all year round to get to the Black Friday sales for what they do in their shipping, as well as how discounted the product is and how good the product is. So I wait around the full year to see what they're going to offer up as their discounts for the November sales. And what I especially like being here in Canada is that I pay up front when I'm shopping online the taxes, and it comes to me via Canada Post straight to my door. There's no cash on delivery. There's no extra charges. Now, I'm not sure whether that's because customs have let the box go without having reviewed it well, or what the case is there, but because of the fact that the taxes are actually included up front, I think maybe that doesn't flag the product as being, you know, without taxes, because there is a value there that they let it pass. So I'm not sure how they operate, but it came to my door. I didn't have to go especially down to the post office or pay any extra. So I really like that. And KnitPicks, if you're watching, thank you so much for considering all of those shipping options for us here in Canada and offering free shipping once you get past a certain threshold. I really enjoy it. And another added bonus is that you get a free gift if you are purchasing over a certain amount, both on the KnitPicks side as well as the WeCrochet or crochet.com side. They're tailored to both of the areas. So like you might get a crochet gift or you might get a knit gift on either side. So I did go past that threshold, and you do have to type in what kind of gift you want if you do get over the threshold. If you mistakenly don't do it, they won't add this gift in. So there's generally some color choices to be made, or a product. If there's varying products, you need to choose whichever product you want. And I chose this, and this is called the, I'm just gonna get the name right, hang on. It's called the Chart Keeper in the Raisin color. I had a choice of, I think, 3 or 4 colors, and this is the one that I chose. So it's quite a nice solid product, and it has magnetic, what do they call them, bars of magnets, and they hold your pattern in place, and you can line up where you are on your pattern with one of the bigger magnets to show what row you're on in the pattern. I really like that. I think I won't put this in my portable bag where I'm bringing around my projects. I'll probably just leave it here in the crafting room so that I don't lose any of the magnets. And it has this cute little hank on it. I love that. So you can buy this separately if you want, but if you spend over a certain amount, you will get a free gift, and I got this one. So that's all the product that I've got to show and talk about from KnitPicks. And you might have noticed in the head of this video, the intro was a beautiful winter wonderland setting. Now, we've been really fortunate enough to get lovely soft snow a couple times here in the northern part of Vancouver Island. And me and my hubby have done a few wonderful walks. I just love fresh snow. It's like so soft and comforting. It muffles the sound of everything like traffic and nature noises, and it gives you a sense of security for some reason. For me, every time I'm in snow that's freshly fallen, it's quite a peaceful experience. So I've got some footage that I want to share with you on a couple of the walks that me and hubby have done around the area. And that's part of a little of the excursions that we've been doing lately around our neighborhood. I hope you enjoy them, and I will catch you up in the next video. Bye for now.